let's do the spoiler review of Mayfair Witches episode 3 in the good, the bad and the ugly style. So welcome to Movie Unraveler, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button now. Now let's begin with the good part. Number 1. So the last episode ended with one of the best cliffhangers when Deirdre's throat was slit. So this episode carries the same vibe for the first few minutes, and when Carlotta approaches Rowan, at that moment I was a little worried for Rowan, because what if she had taken her, but thank God, Ciprien arrived at the right time. Number 2, the whole episode carries the vibe of mystery, which presents us with a lot of questions, like what does Lasher want? How did Deirdre die? What's with that scene of Susan we saw at the beginning? So all of this makes this show even more intriguing. Number 3, Carlotta should deserve a praise in this series, because whenever she's on the screen, you know that you're gonna get something good. Like for example, when she hands over the heirloom to Delphine and locks her in the basement, and later Delphine is banging her head. Oh, that was so brutal and cruel. Number 4, there was one more strong scene emotionally when Ciprien touches Deirdre's head and sees what she's been through. Then you really see the miserable life Deirdre had. Now coming to the bad part. So number 1, so when Ciprien was out of his place and then Rowan decided to visit Carlotta's house, but why? Why did not Ciprien warn her of Carlotta, despite knowing how dangerous Carlotta can be? Number 2, the scene with Lasher didn't make much of a sense, except introducing himself to Rowan and kissing her, so I couldn't get what the scene was about. Number 3, with such a strong cliffhanger of episode 2, this one could have been more intense and emotionally challenging, but it wasn't able to achieve that. Number 4, I think the third episode didn't do much story-wise, because we couldn't see the plot moving forward. It was just going slow with nothing really happening that matters. Number 5, and the last thing is the cliffhanger of this episode. I mean, what happened there? They held hands for a bit and then the episode ended. I think the ending could have been better. Now to the last and the ugly part. So overall this episode was the weakest of the 3 for me, but the mystery element kinda kept it going. So I'm gonna rate the third episode of Mayfair, which is that is second line, 5 out of 10. So that's all, and what do you think about the third episode of Mayfair Witches? Comment below, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.